Hi everyone, I'm Carol and welcome to the show. Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. Our first chat today involves all four. Fun, fitness, wellness and lots of inspiration. We're chatting to two of the New Zealand Pink Dragons, a dragon boat racing team for breast cancer survivors. The Pink Dragons were featured in the movie The Pinkies Are Back. After that, get on your feet and join us in the 5-minute fitness routine. Fun and fitness. Lastly, we're going to Rats, Tatts and Pinups, where there's a multitude of beautiful classic cars, costumes and music from the 50s, 60s and 70s. Something for everyone. Last Christmas, I jumped on a plane to New Zealand to visit my family. I was on Air New Zealand, and of course you check out the movies on board, and there was a movie there called The Pinkies Are Back. It was an inspiring movie about the Pinkies, a breast cancer survivor group who've taken up dragon boat racing. Today we're going to chat to two of the Pink Dragons, Caroline and Jules. Hi Jules and Caroline, welcome to Over 50 So What?
Hi.
I gather you're both over 50.
Yeah. Don't do anything.
There's two things that bring us together. The first one is because we like each other. The second one's dragon boating. We're a family.
A lot of these newbies didn't know what a paddle was.
Come on, get in the boat. We're not going in that boat.
You must be able to have to pull your weight through the water. How can I pull this through the water?
And the Pink Dragons are back.
The most exhilarating performance ever. Maybe better than sex.
I came across you from the movie The Pinkies Are Back, and I've just let everybody know that the dragon boat racing is like a global thing. It was inspired by Don McKenzie. Can you tell us a bit, start off with you Jules, your breast cancer journey leading up to being involved with the dragon boat racing?
Well, I did dragon boating in Wellington like about 23 years ago, and then when I moved up to Auckland, my work had a dragon boat team, so I joined them. And about 2 years into that, I discovered that I had breast cancer. That was in 2014. I had the surgery and it was just a partial mastectomy, and then I had 3 weeks of radiation, and then I was back into it. I had 5 years of clear mammograms and everything, and then a week after my 5th year I found out that it had come back, and same breast and everything, so they said it's got to come off. So it was a full mastectomy and reconstruction. So I stopped dragon boating during that time, because it also hit during COVID, so I had to wait, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because I had enough belly fat after COVID to actually get the reconstruction that I wanted, which was good. And then after I'd healed, I decided that I wanted to go back to dragon boating, and then I watched the movie The Pinkies Are Back, and I decided that, yep, I want to become a Pinkie. So I did.
So you were in dragon boat racing before. Did you know back then that there was actually, some pink dragons out there and other, breast cancer teams?
Yeah, because when our team trained on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the Pinkies were training at the same time. Everybody turned up, they were all in the same uniform, and it was just amazing to watch them. So, everybody in ADVA is in awe of the Pinkies, I think.
It's true. It's actually one of the really nice things about being in a breast cancer team. There is so much respect for our team, because we put in the hard yards just like everybody else does. And they quite often say, hey, look, the Pinkies are out there doing it. You should be able to do it too.
If we can do it, you can do it.
So Caroline, had you done dragon boat racing before?
One season, I accidentally fell into a dragon boat. Well, I didn't fall in, but I accidentally joined a dragon boat team early 90s. I heard an ad on the radio calling for dragon boaters, somebody to join it. It was actually one of the radio stations was putting together a team for a corporate event, and I heard the tail end of thing calling out for dragon boaters. So got on the phone and rang up and said, hey, I want a dragon boat. And they go, well, are you a big burly bloke? Because that's what we were advertising for. They took me anyway.
Did you actually join a men's team?
It was a mixed team, actually looking for more men at the time when they were advertising, but I didn't hear that bit. I just heard people with dragon boating, and that was me. You know, I wanted to give it a go. So one of those medals up the back behind me is the first gold medal I ever won. Living in Christchurch then, and I came to Auckland and didn't think about dragon boating again until after my breast cancer surgery and stuff. I was at a breast cancer support meeting. And these three ladies turned up with pink dragon uniforms on and said, hey, we're looking for people to join us to go dragon boating. I go, pick me. There wasn't a lot of thought behind it. I didn't have to stop and think. It was just, yeah, I want to do this. And I've been doing it for 11 years now.
So you had a bit of a gap, like 20 years or something, from doing it in the 90s. And then
absolutely, from zero fitness to getting on a dragon boat. Back then you got on the dragon boat and you just went hell for leather, and you know, you just kept up as best you could. We're a bit more structured about our onboarding people now, but I survived and I'm still doing it and I still love it.
Wow. Now tell us a bit about your breast cancer journey leading up to being a Pinkie.
Mine was, well, for a start, it was pretty quick, and I had some overriding sort of parameters around it that made it easier for me to deal with. So I was diagnosed on the same day as the Christchurch earthquake. So as somebody was telling me I had breast cancer, Christchurch was falling apart and people were dying and people were being maimed and whatever. I took the approach at that point to say, hey, I'm getting a boob job and a tummy tuck out of this. What could be better? You know, and just kind of treated it with that kind of approach, because those people were going through hell. I wasn't. I had about 3 weeks maybe from finding a lump to having it taken out. So I didn't have that whole kind of anguish about thinking about it. It was just there and it wasn't there. And I'm also triple negative. So I don't have to have any kind of after treatment. So once surgery's done, that's me, done. I did have chemo and I had a number of operations throughout a 6-month period. But the minute I was cleared to go, I was on that dragon boat. You know, that action is really good for core body strength, for arms, for, you know, moving all through here, all your surgery bits. And you can't get on the boat and go, oh, woe is me, I've got breast cancer, because they all go, so have we.
Well, that's a very admirable attitude to have when it actually happened. You know, it's all a perspective. I've seen, you know, footage recently with all the floods and that in New Zealand where, you know, Kiwis have said, oh, well, at least we're not in Turkey.
There's always somebody worse off than you. And whilst it feels like your world's falling apart, I guess there are ways you can deal with it. And, you know, for breast cancer survivors, dragon boating is a really good way, because you get on the water and empty your brain and it's great.
He looked to the right and went, what? I went, dragon boat racing. He said, how big's the boat? I went, oh, great. Thank you very much.
About 5 years ago, we were national champions.
A lot of these newbies didn't know what a paddle was, but I've got 17 new paddlers to try and get ready in 4 months.
Ladies, come on, get in the boat.
Reach on 3, 2, 1, reach!
Okay, walking on the spot, everyone. This is 5-minute fitness. You know what that means? It's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. So no excuses not to join in, because it's only 5 minutes. Walking to the side and walk, 2, 3, and clap, clap. 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 So you can do it sitting down just with the fabulous Faye. Clap, clap. Now back to the middle. We're just going to stand on your left leg and you're just going to point your foot to the side. Ready? Let's go. So we go touch, 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 touch. So you're still standing on this leg. Other side, touch. So this is great for your balance because you're supporting yourself just on this leg. Okay, let's do it again. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, other side. Tap. Yes. Good stuff. Other side. Last time. Just standing on the one leg. Now we're going to walk. Are you ready? Let's do it. Walk. Now we're going to do a bit of a mix up. We're going to do walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. 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 Some people might like cha-cha-cha. Walk, walk, cha-cha-cha. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. And if you want to take it forwards, 1, 2, 3, back. 1, 2, 3. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Just make sure the floor is clear. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Watch out for trip hazards. Keep going. That's it. Cha-cha. Okay, hold it there. Now we're going to walk to the side again. 3 with a clap. Ready? It's coming. Okay, let's do it. Walk, 2, 3, and clap, clap. Walk, 2, 3, and clap, clap. Walk, 2, 3. If you can, 1, 2, take your knees higher. Get that heart pumping. Hold it there. Now go back to the leg to the side. Ready? Let's go. And right, 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 right. Just, that's it. Follow Faye in the chair. Other side. Touch, 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 touch. That's it. We're going to do another set of that. Touch. And you can, if you want to put a little bounce in the middle, you can. Because we're going to do a bouncy move after this. Last time. We're just going to do a toe tap to the front with a little bounce. So it's tap, 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 tap to the front. And put a little bounce in. See, Faye's going to do a little bounce. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. That's it. Okay, walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. 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 Walk, walk, forwards. Walk, walk, 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3. Walk. And bounce it out to finish. Yeah. Well done, everyone. 5 minutes a day. Do you like a bit of nostalgia? Do you like classic cars, music, clothing from the 50s, 60s and 70s? Well, you've got to check out Rats, Tatts and Pinups. And today we're out at a fantastic event with its organiser, Rob Ballio. Hi Rob, welcome to Over 50 So What?
Thanks Carol, really appreciate you came down to visit us and have a look at what we do. I hope you're enjoying what you see so far.
Yeah, it's been lots of fun. I've had a little brief chat to people and the cars are phenomenal, aren't they?
Yeah, It's all about to do with the culture. I mean, but yeah, your cars are always the winner. Everybody just comes out to see the cars. But you know, you throw in a few good bands and you got something special on your hands.
So we've got classic cars, and the cars have to be, what, 1978 or earlier, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we don't go anything beyond chrome bumper cars. We like to keep that nostalgic feel about the whole event. It's all rock and roll music and things like that, rockabilly. Yeah, so we just sort of, it's themed and we just stick to, you know, how it should be.
Now, you support a lot of Australian bands, don't you? You've got like over 50 Australian bands you've supported?
Correct. We, predominantly will only do Aussie bands, and we do fly bands from interstate in, and we'll be starting to do that again on Saturday nights. Because of COVID, we had to stop, obviously.
And it's extremely affordable, so family event, it's very cheap to get in.
Correct. So it works in two portions with the event. So if you want to just come and show your car, we'll just ask for a donation to be on board. It's not specific, whatever you can afford, even $1, who cares? And when it comes to the bands, minimum we put on 4 bands for $10 an adult and $5 for a kid, so it's like $2.50 per band.
That is a phenomenal value, just unbelievable entertainment value. You could be here for 5 hours, couldn't you?
Oh, it is. It's a full day's entertainment, and we couldn't do it without the support of ALH Hotels. They do sponsor this part of this portion of the event. You know, and for them they ask that, you know, you buy a Coke or something off them, which is fair enough. But yeah, I mean, for the bands, we do look after them, and you know, we give them what they want, and for that they come back and just put on an awesome show for us.
So if someone's watching today from Adelaide or South Australia and they're thinking about getting it over to SA, you'd be on for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. So look, you know, we like to share and we do have a lot of followers. The Kingpin Events and Social Club has a lot of followers around the country, and we always get messages saying, you know, wish we were there, or you know, things like that. And we tell them, look, you know, if you want to fly down, the hotels do have rooms. So we are looking, with that, we are looking at doing a couple a year that will be full weekends, so it'll be worthwhile for somebody from interstate to come down, so you know, 2 days a week. So yeah, it will, but you know, we're happy to take what we do anywhere.
Now tell us about the exhibitors, the traders you've got here, and what sort of paraphernalia people can, you know, retro, vintage.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, look, we do anything from man cave to collectibles for the boys, and for the ladies we have shopping, you know, ladies shopping, dresses and things like that. Again, everything's based within that 50s, 60s, 70s kind of era. We hand pick them. We don't want a huge market. I think, you know, I don't like that market feel. I like that more exclusive kind of, you know, there's a reason why they're here.
Maria, how long have you been coming to these events?
Have to be about 8 years now, coming on to 8 years.
So what kind of paraphernalia have you got for Betty Boo?
Well, I think it all started when I started the shows. I think what inspired me was the rockabilly ladies that came along asking for it. So then, yeah, I got into it myself, and now it's just like...
So you can basically get anything with Betty Boo's picture on it?
Yeah, anything. And the figurines, but...
And so do you like a bit of rockabilly yourself?
I do, I just can't dance, so I'm going to start learning one day, hopefully when my partner decides to come along as well. But yeah, I can dance, but rockabilly's not one thing I can do.
So what would you say to someone sitting at home over 50 about why they should come to Rats, Tatts and Pinups?
It's the best thing for them. We're just like a family, everyone gets along, and it's one of those things where you can come to and just feel comfortable around everyone. There's no, like, forget about all the issues in life and just, yeah, enjoy your day. It's awesome.
Now, so it's Rats, Tatts and Pinups. Can you tell us about the Pinups? Because a lot of people watching won't know what that is.
All right, so the Pinups, we encourage, you know, the girls to come down. I mean, because the cars are here, so Pinup girls and hot rods is, you know, it's a sexy thing. And we do have a lot of photographers in attendance. If you walk around now, you'll just see them. They're everywhere. So we give people the opportunity of, like, everybody's here all at once, and we encourage Pinups. So yeah, it just can't keep away. I'm just addicted to it. Yeah. And I think everybody else is here as well. It's just.
How long have you been doing it?
Our first show that we did, that we started off as a trade stand, would have been about a decade ago. As kicking off our first show would have been about 8 years ago, but we did lose 2 years of COVID. So we're back on it, and you know, we feel like we're back on that strong roll. You know, on the bigger, warmer days, we've had shows where 1,000 cars would be in attendance.
1,000 cars in attendance. You're kidding me.
Not at all. Anyone that's been here will tell you that.
Well, that's a big job to manage all them.
Oh, well, you'd be surprised. They know the rules. You know what I mean? They just come. You don't have to lecture people to behave. They park themselves. They look after themselves. They help us if we need help. It's just a community.
And like you mentioned before, all the proceeds go to Beyond Blue.
Correct. So anything from the car show side of it, the donation of coming in, that goes to Beyond Blue. And with the bands, that goes to paying the bands. So it works well.
Excellent. Ben, tell us about this beauty that you've got here.
Yeah, so obviously 57 Chev, two-door coupe. I've had it a bit over a year. It's all been done up as a show car about 20 years ago and kind of left to perish. So just got it a little while ago, doing it up and trying to get it back so people can see it and cruise around with the family. So
this is your first classic car?
My first classic car, yes.
And how much time have you spent on it?
A lot. I don't know how many. A lot. So it's good fun. You find parts everywhere and lots of knowledgeable people. So just talk to people and find out about them and learning more every day. So it's good fun.
Now you've been coming to these classic car shows for a while.
Yeah, certainly have. Although COVID made it a bit quiet, but yeah.
So this is a bit of a side hustle, or is it a main business?
No, it's just for fun. It's just for meeting people, really.
So tell us about what you've got here.
We have a whole array of things. We have stickers, all custom culture type things. So we have such a variety.
You get male, female, and what about age?
We have things here for little kids, going all the way up. So we're not really age specific in that way, but definitely, you're looking for your old rock and roll songs. It's usually people that are like myself, might be a bit over a certain age, and people who appreciate good old classics.
So someone sitting at home not knowing what to do in the weekend, they're over 50, what would you say to them about getting out of the house and coming along and seeing what's here?
It's worth your while. That's what I'm going to say. It's worth your while. You'll never regret it. And once you get here, and we do have an older crowd that does follow us as well, and it's funny how many stories, because doing what we do, people are letting us into their lives. So they tell us their stories. And you'd be amazed just with, the guys that live the 50s and 60s, and they tell you these awesome stories. And I sit there and think, God, I wish I was there. I was born in the 70s, lived in the 80s, pretending to be in the 50s and 60s. I'm a mixed bag at the moment. So, but for the older crowd, I don't think you'd be disappointed. And a lot of the bands that we do put on, look, we like I said to you, we do rockabilly and we do a bit of the 70s, but then we put the tributes on like Elvis and things like that. Yeah. There's something for everyone, but it all gels. And that's why the crowd is just from 18 years old to 75.
I don't think I ever get tired of looking at classic cars shining in the sunshine. And as for the rockabilly, it certainly gets you going. For more events from the Kingpin Events and Social Club, please check out Facebook or go to our website for more details. If you or someone you know is a breast cancer survivor, check out Dragons Abreast Australia. And if you'd like to see the movie The Pinkies Are Back, check out the Google Play Store or Fetch TV. Please connect with us on Facebook, YouTube and Insta. Over 50 So What. Keep rocking, keep rowing, and keep being awesome. I'm Carol O'Halloran. Over 50, so what? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50, so what?